Hey y'all, Bubba here at Wicked Oak Barbecue in Tampa, Florida. As most of you know, we love helping out and giving back to the community. We do a lot with a bunch of different foundations. But one we worked really close with the last couple years is our buddy Eric Young over at the VooDoo Chef Foundation. You know, at first when we first met Eric, I was like, oh, I don't know about this guy. I thought it was all about the Jack Daniels and stuff, but man, this guy does a lot for the community and plays a huge role in the up-and-coming chefs all throughout the Tampa Bay area. This guy loves what he does, and you can see it in his work. Be sure to come check us out over in Seminole Heights at our brick and mortar, or if you're at one of the games or events down at Emily Arena, we are inside Emily Arena now. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or our TikTok.
Hi everyone, I'm Serena Fazan of the Serena Fazan Network, proudly shown on RHS TV, my flagship show, On the Record. And on the record, I'm such a huge fan of the VooDoo Chef, Eric Young. Eric Young, thank you so much for my gift, but let me tell you, you are the gift. Thank you for everything you do for the community, and on the record, we want you back on the show.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, Voodies? It is a great day here in Tampa Bay, and we're so happy to be back in VooDoo Studios for the VooDoo Chef Podcast. Before we get started and bring in the fellas, we got to bring you up to date on all things VooDoo. Make sure you're logging into VooDooChef.com, looking for that high school recipe challenge. That high school recipe challenge is available right now. Get your students signed up. If you know somebody, if you know a high school student looking to go to culinary school, it is the fastest way to help them get there. $10,000 in scholarship to the first place winner. Have them sign up. We'll send them some seasonings, and then it's up to them to rock and roll. Other than that, we ain't got much more to talk about when it comes to VooDoo, because we're getting ready to slow down high school recipe challenge, and we go right in to VooDoo Underground. It's right around the corner. We got a lot to talk about today. Things that happened last week, things that happened 2 weeks ago. We're going to have some shout outs and some share outs. We already have people checking in. Get ready. Don't go too far.
Hey guys, I just wanted to tap in real quick and talk to you about the VooDoo Foundation and what it's done for me. My junior year, I started with the foundation in my first competition where I created a quesadilla taco with my partner. It was absolutely amazing. Through that competition, I got to meet a lot of new judges, new people, and open my eyes about what I wanted to do in this industry. My second competition was in my senior year where I once again created another dish, talked to some more people, and learned some new things. Right now, I'm working with the foundation and furthering my skills, and it's really helping me improve. So I'll check in with you guys later. If you want to learn more or help donate so you can get other people to start doing what I'm doing, go ahead and click this QR code right here, and it'll give you all the information you need.
What is going on, Patrick Arts? I think we got it all out of the way on the front end. All the business is done, maybe.
Nice.
How have you been, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in, I don't know, like what, 6 hours or something?
Yeah, about 6 hours. Yeah, give or take. Yeah.
Oh, man. You know, we say 6 hours, but it has been a whopper of a couple weeks for us. And I'm so excited that we get to talk about it, man. Get to share. We've been away for 2 weeks. We've got people checking in right now. If you're checking in, make sure you hit that share button. Let everybody know where you're hanging out on a Tuesday night. Most importantly, hit that chat bar. Let us know where you're checking in from and what you're drinking. I'm going to start, homie. I got a little Old Faithful today. You know, in order of the amount I drink: coffee, tea, and then all the other fun stuff that we call bourbon collectively. But tonight I got to get the night started with a little Venti 3 Raw Sugar Latte. What about you, Holmes?
Oh, I hear you. I'm actually trying something I haven't had in a long time. It's Cigar City here. It's their frost-proof Belgium-style white. If I'm not mistaken, you believe you were telling me earlier, it was actually used to be called Florida Cracker.
What'd you call me?
But then I guess they changed their name. Honestly, it's not one of my favorite styles of beer, but it's not. This one's not terrible. I'm gonna enjoy it tonight. I mean, it's not my go-to. I would much rather have an IPA in my hand, but hey.
If by IPA you mean coffee, iced tea, or the collective of bourbon, I'm right there with you.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Hey, you know, we're jumping right in today. You know, Big Eddie C is going to be popping in at some point. You know, as an educator, he is on a little different schedule than most of us. He's one of those guys that does daytime and nighttime, and God bless him for that. So he's actually pulling a night gig tonight. He's going to be popping in hopefully before the end of the cast here.
Cool.
But maybe not, because then it's one less, you know, that I got to worry about in trivia. And we got.
So you're saying there's a chance he might win tonight?
There's a chance. There's a chance. I got a pretty strong record. Not that we've been keeping a record. You know, ever since I lost and I couldn't say undefeated. Right. I really didn't care. We got Mark from 512, Tequila 512 checking in. If you look over whatever shoulder this one is, he's paying attention to that yellow sign. That is the new Tequila 512 sign that Mark gave me. I gotta get it up a little higher, Mark, but it is on the wall. We're working on getting that placed. Mark, where are you checking in from tonight? Are you actually in Florida? And most importantly, what are you drinking? But I think I know the answer. I think you got a little 512 you as well. You know, a lot going on. We're going to start right away. You know, we've got a lot going on, and I'd love to say that you know, we do it all ourselves. There's no way I could do it all myself. There's no way I could do it with just the immediate team we have. We spread far and wide, and you know, I'm very, very excited. We actually have a young man with us who's out spreading the good word, and he's spreading it through barbecue. Yep. We're going to start some Knick-Knack. I don't even think you know this yet. Everybody's out there. Who the fuck's Knick-Knack? By tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. So the first Tuesday of the month we have, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We've got Billy Floyd. The second Tuesday of the month, we've got Shay Shay Sweets. Could be the other way around.
Other way around.
Whatever.
So, semantics.
Whatever.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Whatever. Just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Third Thursday. You like that? Third Tuesday of the month. We are now going to get our monthly barbecue updates from my man, Bearded Monkey Twisted Q.
Hey y'all, it's Dave from Bearded Monkey's Twisted Q. I'm up here at Whiskey Bent Barbecue Supply picking up some of my favorite VooDoo Chef seasoning. Get you some zing, you can't beat it.
Checking in right now, our man Dave. What is going on, Twisted? How have you
What's
been?
up, y'all? Not too bad. Just a little under the weather, but not too bad. So,
Patrick and I were just talking about it. It's going around. Everybody's got to be careful right now. It's that crazy time, hot, cold here in Florida, and it's real easy to catch one of those bugs going around.
yeah, it's just been a long, 2 weeks on the road, and it was cold a couple weeks ago, and it was hot this weekend, and plus the bugs. So it's catching me, but it's all good.
We were talking a little earlier. I think you and I might have got a little bit of that itis, that work itis, and we need to take a break.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I need a vacation.
I am so proud to call you a VooDoo ambassador, man. You are
Thank you. I appreciate that.
ass. But I may or may not have wore this in honor of your twisted monkey that
Yeah.
posted a little earlier this week, man. Is that your?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, that's our mascot. I mean, I'd love to have a real monkey, but hey, we'll take the Build-A-Bear monkey where we got it from, and he goes with us everywhere, and he causes a lot of trouble. But you know what? It's all in good fun.
Oh man, so I could see you now as a little organ grinder out there with your little monkey bouncing around. That would be too funny.
Yeah, it would be pretty funny.
Dude, you've been super busy. Here it is. It's only January, and you already went to barbecue school. You already been to
Two comps.
two comps.
Yeah.
I got a little distracted by the chatting room. Dane, we might have to fight. Just say.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'll have to warn you. It's probably going to be some smart ass antics in the room tonight. So I can neither confirm nor deny that, but it could possibly happen.
Dude,
I can't see it, but it's okay.
That is A-okay, brother. We were talking, and we had scheduled you as guests before, but you're not guests, man. You're family. You need to be here once a month.
I appreciate that.
Third Tuesday. We want to know what's going on out there in that barbecue comp world. And let's start with you had a trip to Apalachicola. And
We did about 2 weeks ago. We headed about 350 miles northwest Apalachicola. It was a little cold. It wasn't as cold as last year. It was a little wet, but it was a really good trip for us. And a lot of people don't know it, but we actually filmed with Food Network that weekend for a Barbecue USA show with host Michael Simon. Will be season 2, episode 4. And it should come out sometime in July. We don't know the official date yet, but as soon as I do, I will definitely let the VooDoo world know.
dude, that is like so cool. Here
Yeah.
I am. I'm all worried about my man Twisted going up to Apalachicola because that's where Bigfoot lives.
I'm not worried.
And lo and behold, you don't run into Bigfoot, you run into Mike Simon. That is
Yes.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I mean, who can say that they've had an Iron Chef in their barbecue trailer? Not many.
Twisted.
Yes, sir. No, Apalachicola was actually pretty good. I mean, it was our first cook of the year. We hadn't cooked in a while, and so it was good. We did the Friday mystery box, which was oysters and shrimp, and so it's like if you've ever seen Chopped on Food Network, you open the basket, this is what you have. The only problem is the only commissary I had is whatever I brought whatever. So I wasn't like I could just go use their stuff and whatever. So, trying to figure out, what may or may not be in this box and what I'm going to use and what we're going to do. And it was a lot of fun. So we had 2 hours, and as they drew to see when you were going to go and when you were going to be judged. And I actually drew number 1, which actually was, for me, I thought was really good. So we were first ones out of the gate, and we ran back to our area, and then the camera crew's like, holy crap, he left, so they come running down about a minute later trying to catch up to us, and in a typical fashion, like you see on the shows where they're asking, hey, what are you going to do? What do you think? Do you like the ingredients? Is it a good ingredient for you? And of course, the answer is yes on everything. And and what we're going to do. But we ended up doing something pretty cool, outside the norm. I got to twist things up a little bit, as you know. But I know you saw the pictures of our dish that I had sent here a while back, and we actually ended up doing 2 dishes. The first one with the oysters, we did a sour cream marinated oyster, and then we rolled it in chicharrones or pork rinds
Right.
to get the crust on the outside, and then we put that on a bed of greens with some tomatoes and some blackberries, some feta cheese and some pecans, and that was our first. And then we finished it off with some of that really, really good Japanese barbecue sauce. It's almost like a soy sauce type deal, just to add that little umami, as I guess you could call it, to the dish. And then our second dish, we took the shrimp and we marinated them in some buffalo style wing sauce. We smoked them on the smoker for a little bit, and then we put them on a bed of jasmine rice. Deep fried some Brussels sprouts and some sausage, and then we brought in the Peruvian twist. We took some Peruvian ají pepper paste and made a really hot dipping sauce for the shrimp. And then, of course, we took some of that VooDoo Zing and made some BRE ranch and put that on the plate to help cool it down. And Chef Simon was actually very, very pleased with how the dip tasted and how the ranch cooled it down. So he was very excited and liked our dish that we turned in. The judges liked it. I mean, we didn't win, unfortunately, but, we were very, very happy with what we presented. And, we ended up in the top 10 out of about 30 people that entered.
I hear that Zing stuff is pretty good. And I'm excited
it's pretty good.
for using it, man.
It's pretty good on chicken, too, let me tell you. So, we used it. We did a video a while back with some magic and some Zing. We made some wings with it, and it's pretty good. And there's actually been a few of the guys that I travel with in barbecue, they've started using it, and they're like, holy crap, dude, this is really, really good.
You shared that video of the wings, and I want you to know, fuck you. I had to go make wings. And then, you actually had other people coming behind doing wings too. And I'm like, dude, they absolutely looked that freaking good.
Yeah, they were really, really good. That was about a 4-hour video that we did down to 2 minutes, and the wings were super tasty. We did them on the pellet cooker, and they just almost fall off the bone tender. So they were that good.
They look great. Now I do have here. I got you making some stuff here, so let's take a quick look at what I got here from you. I can all work these buttons. But here it is, man. This is you.
Yeah, that's our dish right there.
Out there on site. But look at that camera guy right there in your face. Does that not distract you or get in your way from what you're doing at the competition?
At first I really thought it might, because we'd only been around the cameras a couple hours that morning, and it wasn't too bad, but they were pretty respectful. Look, we had to say, hey, look, we need some space, or can you guys back off? They would have done that, but we actually encouraged them to get in there, and so we told them what we were going to do, and if they wanted shots, here's your chance, blah blah blah. So we actually kind of led them into the shots and the stuff, but the cameras didn't really bother, that much when they were there. They were there quite often, and for a long time. So, but it didn't really bother me.
Look at that. There it is. Look at that. All right, let's get a look at this final plate. Look at this here. Tell us again what we got here, Dave, because this is just gorgeous.
Is this our turn-in plate?
Yeah, you got the oysters, you got the shrimp.
Yeah, it's the to the right of the plate. That's our what we call oyster salad. That was the sour cream marinated oysters with the chicharron breading in the salad, and then in the middle is our buffalo marinated smoked shrimp on a bed of jasmine rice with the fried Brussels sprouts and sausage. And in the top left is our Peruvian ají pepper sauce dip that we made. And then, of course, you can see down there on the bottom, we got a little streak of the BRE on there to put it all together.
Dude, I got to tell you, when I was looking at this dish, not a fan of fruit. That fruit was popping. It just jumps off the plate. But when I'm looking at this and listening to you talk about you don't have a commissary, that kind of makes it hard to like figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to put it all together. You only
It does.
have the commissary you travel with.
Correct. I mean, we did go to the store. We went to the local Piggly Wiggly there in Apalachicola the night before, and I won't tell you how much money we spent, but it was a lot. It's like, okay, we could do this, or if we get that, or we could do that if we did this. So we try to get dishes that we could buy ingredients that could go to several dishes, and go that way. I mean, we also had a taco route we looked at. We were looking at like a shish kebab skewer type route we were looking at, just different items. I mean, heck, I even took the pressure cooker in case they gave me something that's going to take more than 2 hours to cook, because I really didn't know what we were going to get.
Well, we got Ugly Drum Smokers checking in saying badass dish. They got
What's
raw.
up, Jay?
And I'm gonna tell you, that with that dish, it looked gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you, I agree. Even though I don't know what the fuck everybody else made, you got robbed because you're twisted.
Thanks, but I will say this: we did use several of the VooDoo Chef line in the dish. We used the what did we use? We used the BRE. We used some magic.
I saw some red on the table.
We had red. The red actually was the finishing dust on the oysters, and
Dude,
I think we had
leaking. You're
Noah
leaking.
also.
You're leaking.
It's okay.
Hey, real quick, from Apalachicola, where did you go to next?
We actually went down to Pig Fest this past weekend.
Right here in Lakeland.
In Lakeland. And we had a tough cook. There was several elite barbecue guys from across the country had showed up. And, we thought we had a pretty decent cook. I mean, we didn't get any calls, which really made us upset, really, really bummed us out. But, we actually ended up better than it looked. We had a 13th in chicken, which was just less than a half a point out of being in the top 10. And then we had brisket, which we ended up 13th, which was just a short little few points out of being in the top 10. We finished 18th overall in a really, really jacked field. And in the end, it was nice. But we are going to make a little tweak this weekend when we head down to the Boys and Girls Club in Winter Haven for a Smoke on the Water. So we're going to try to see what we can do.
Now, Dave, we were on the phone earlier. You're already talking smack. You're like, we're going to bring it home this weekend. So everybody out there, you got to watch out for my boy Twisted.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited that we're doing this. I'm so excited that we're going to talk every month here. I got one last question for today, because a lot of the VooDoos out there, they may not know. You say, get the call, get the call, get the call. To get the call, does that mean you got to be within the top 10, the top 5?
It's in the top 10 on the pro side. Usually on the categories they do top 10, and usually in the overall they do the top 10. But sometimes, they'll do top 10 in the category and then top 5 in the overall. Just depends on what the organizer and the event wants to do. But I believe it's top 10 across the board this weekend.
Dude, I got to tell you, it's the magic of the VooDoo. You hit 13 in 2 categories, and you were telling me that, and I'm like, what's wrong with 13, dude? But I get it. It's not that top 10.
Yeah.
You've got to overall, you've got that 7-foot trophy. Let's get some more of that shit happening, because, dude, you're
absolutely. Well, hey, I do have one thing for you, man.
What's that?
You can officially know now that VooDoo Chef seasonings are award-winning.
They're award-winning. I'm going to have to get you some. We actually do. Our Southern Gold barbecue sauce actually is an award-winning sauce. And now our seasonings are award-winning thanks to our boy Twisted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, we're going to be doing trivia. I hope you come back. I get it, though. I get it.
Sir.
It's like me and you. We need our sleep.
Oh, yeah, I definitely need some beauty rest, man.
Dude, we appreciate you coming in, man. And I cannot wait to need some. Wait, what is this? Oh, I got you. I'm like, how did I do that? What the hell? Patrick's working magic on the back end. I was like, holy cow.
Right.
Man, dude, I love it. keep killing it. I'm going to send you some more stuff here over the next couple weeks. Now that we're slowing down, we missed you at Gasparilla, which is where we're heading next.
Yep.
So hang out and let me show you what you missed. And
All right, 10-4, we can do that.
all right, man, we will catch up with you soon, buddy. And everybody,
Appreciate it, man.
where can we find you on social media?
You can find us on pretty much any social platform, Bearded Monkeys, Twisted Q. You search it, we're the only ones there. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a comment. Hey, we can't wait.
Love it, man. Sure. Dave, we will talk to you in just 3 short weeks, my man.
We can't wait, man. Hopefully we got some really good news then for you.
Dude, if we meet again in 3 weeks, that's the only news I need, my friend.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
See ya, homie. Dude, what a great fucking dude.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
And he's not only out barbecuing. What people don't realize is, we got to fuel these desires, these wants that we do. My man's slinging in a kitchen sometimes. He's doing everything he has to do to get out there in that trailer and fucking throw that barbecue. And I'm honored that he is throwing VooDoo.
Oh, no, without a doubt. I mean, I believe me, I've had his stuff and looking forward to trying some more.
I fucking dream about that goddamn pork collar he made fucking last year, son of a bitch. He's back there fucking laughing at me. Carlos and I were talking about that no less than 2 weeks ago. Uh-huh. Carlos and I were talking about that damn fucking pork collar. Oh, VooDoo Bash, right around the corner. We will actually start the planning of VooDoo Bash and in just a couple. I'm going to tell you, I think not this week. Next week, we begin the planning stages of VooDoo Bash, and that is going to be off the chart. Off the chart.
Can't wait.
Yeah, dude. So what's that?
I can't wait. I'm already excited for it.
It's going to be fucking nuts. We have had such an amazing week, and it doesn't stop with Twisted and sharing the barbecue stories. We had just need I say a monster of a week. So let's real quick share some things that happened prior to this past weekend, which was just fucking epic.
Yep.
So it started off a couple weekends ago where we actually went out on a little parade. And I say a little parade. I kind of call it the warm-up parade. We participated in children's Gasparilla. And I really do consider this the warm-up parade. We go out and with the VooDoo Chef Foundation, celebrating student success is everything we do. So when we talk about Children's Gasparilla Parade, that was our intent. We invited chefs, cooks, educators, and most importantly, culinary students out there on the parade route with us to just have a great day. And we'll share some of those photos right here. Dane saying, thank you for the invite to Children's Gasparilla. So much fun. We got Brent Brodus checking in. What's going on? Let's cut right to the quick here. Let's take a look. This is, so it all started with the preparation. And last minute, we had one of our security people check out and tap out and couldn't make it. So we threw up on our Facebook page that we needed a security personnel to help us out. And my man checked in. This is one of our former students, and it's killing me because I can't remember what year they graduated. In my brain, they all graduated in the same year. But homie stepped up and said, I got you. And he came out, he strapped on that vest, and just absolutely helped us out, bailed us out, and walked us down that parade route so that we could enjoy the day. You like all the fucking shenanigans I'm doing here? Getting sick yet, Pat? So So big shout out to our man Anthony for coming out and helping us out.
Yep.
Now, after that, and you can see in the back our float. I see Patrick right there in the middle of the float. I think you get a shot of Dane right over top of my hat, and then to the right you got some of our students there. We also, I lost my screen there, Nick Nack. I know you're not surprised.
Just blame 365.
I will. 365 and Windows-based computers. They all suck. It shows it right there, but it's not on my screen. That's the funny part. I'm gonna punt on Children's Parade. Oh wait, I'm just gonna punt on Children's Parade because I fucking lost the screen. But, it was just an amazing day. I don't even know how to get rid of it now. It's in the little window there. Don't know how to get rid of it. Oh well, it is what it is. Look at everybody checking in. Twisted saying next year he's going to be there. We've got Jennifer checking in. Jen Rossage, congratulations on your retirement. Much deserved. Thank you for doing what you do in the classroom for students every day, starting as a teacher all the way up through administration and serving as a principal here in Hillsborough County Public Schools. I've been watching from Land O'Lakes since you started, but the sound and ability to comment keep disappearing. That's because you live in the boonies there, girl. We gotta get you to that other house you're moving into so we can have that primo quality connection. And then Don checking in weekly. Don checks in. Greeting landlubbers, report from the flotilla. Proud to say 0 citations for alcohol-related violations. So Don was out there on the big boy parade, and he was out in the bay following that pirate ship in. Only a few minor issues with safety equipment, but we were able to outfit them. Streaming. Patrick, are you back? You're like the 80s. You're back. All right. And now it's the screen's locked up on my end for a hot minute. I'm watching my Wi-Fi signal go up and down. And it's all good. We're used to it. Yep. All right. So, then we move into the night before Gasparilla Eve. And I got to tell you, there's only one thing I got to tell you about Gasparilla Eve. We had a visit on the float where we were out, maybe not partying a little bit. We had a visit from my girl, Shay Sweets. And look what she brought me. She brought me Jack and Coke macarons. Mm-hmm. She brought me Tito Cosmopolitan macarons. And she brought me 512 Tequila Sunrise macarons. Absolutely amazing. And I just want to let you know, she brought me Jack and Coke macarons. 512. Tito's Cosmopolitan macarons. And this one was my favorite. That's why I keep saying it. This freaking goddamn macaron is insane. The Tequila Sunrise macaron. But there was a little added surprise there, homie. When we found out that we were going to be partnering with our energy partner, Gasparilla, Parade of Pirates energy partner, Monster, she brought some mango Monster macarons. And holy bejesus, these are fucking insane. Speaking of insane, Gasparilla Pirate Fest was absolutely insane, and we could not have done it without the folks from Monster Energy. Let's give them a big shout out and get them in here to hang out with us and recap like the fucking monsters we were. What is going on, Miss
What
Heather?
up?
Drew?
What's up?
Jules,
Whole
what's up,
crew.
Jules?
What
And
up? Jules, Ryan, the wifey, Cynthia here, so we all had to chime in. Cynthia,
Oh my!
what'd you make tonight, Cynthia? What'd you feed us?
Oh God, I made a short rib papardelle.
I hate you right now.
So good.
Absolutely
I
delicious.
wish you were here.
Yes.
With short rib, and I wish I was there too. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do this.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Save one for us.
Dang. Touche of Shay's sweet. That was actually a
I
great
like
fun on
that,
words.
Oh my god! That was evil of me, but yet so amazing of me.
I want a box of those for real. I want to try them.
You want to know the sad part, Duels?
What's that?
That was your box that I forgot to bring to you guys.
That's cruel.
I was halfway to the parade, and I was just like, "Fuck!" And everybody's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I left the macarons in the refrigerator," and then I was like, "Wait a minute." I left the macarons in the refrigerator.
Win-win.
Hey, it was just an absolute amazing day, and we can't thank you guys enough. And you guys being Monster Energy, you represent Monster Energy. What was your take? This is first time with Gasparilla Prey to Pirates. Is that a true statement?
We have done Gasparilla in the past. Ryan actually led that way back in the day since he was the Tampa originite of the event. But we've had a parade float when Jeff Blum was in position. Tony back in the day was in position, and we haven't had a float in like 3 years.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, the energy, the vibe of this one is bar none. This one definitely took the cake or macaron or whatever we're eating right now. So
yeah, it takes the macaron. It was a blast. We can't thank you guys enough for partnering together. Definitely want to do it in the future for sure. We had some customers, like retailers we like to entertain. 7-Eleven. We had our Coca-Cola local leadership and, the corporate leadership there with the local bottler with Coke Florida, headquartered in Tampa. A lot of our Monster Energy folks, my boss, Craig, had a great time. And then
oh yeah.
we had a special appearance by Kurt Busch. So he heard about Gasparilla, contacted one of our folks at Canarchy, since we own a beer company now. It's been almost a year. He's like, hey, I got a contact from Kurt Busch. He wants to check out Gasparilla. I told you guys told him that you guys are doing a float with Chef. And he's like, yeah, can we come? We're like, hell yeah. So he got all decked out in his pirate costume, and it was pretty amazing.
It was a great day. We've got some photos here.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've been watching me work the photos that I'm so amazing at this. So, before the parade, we actually went down to the caterer that caters most of the tents up and down Bayshore. And we took some students down with us and helped prepare. And I want you to check this out. This guy is a legend here in Tampa Bay. His Cuban is a 3-time award winner. And here he is stepping in and just sharing with our students and helping them out and educating them before the parade. And I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Steve Gonzalez and the amazing job that he does. Here's some of our girls working down there, and that's a good friend, Lori Ricky. Here I am picking up my Monster hat.
Nice.
Here we go, getting into the parade. And, just some of the folks that were out there with us. Mm-hmm. But now we start getting into taking a look. Oh, man. This is clerk of the city court, Cindy Stewart and her team. Students, man, where's our picture? There we go. There's
yes.
So talk a little bit about this picture and who these folks are. Well, I see you right there in the middle in the pirate hat, Duels.
Oh yeah, I gotta represent always.
And so we usually have live music on our float, and I was gonna have a guitar made, and you're like, "We got guitars," and I was like, "Fuck yes!" So we rocked all the way down the street. So you got Craig on the left, and that's Kurt Busch in the back. Uh, correct me, 2-time NASCAR champion,
Yeah.
and just having a blast, partying like rock stars down the street. Look at that. I think we all had a little good time.
Aww.
There you go.
That's so cute, Cynthia. Look at you that picture.
Aww. Just a great day. Now, tell us about Monster Energy, because what I know about Monster is I just love the logo.
Yeah.
And I'm about to crack this and make a little I used to drink something called a do-right. Do you know what a do-right is?
Mm-mm.
A do-right is when you sitting around the house and you want a margarita or you want something of the sort, and you really don't have anything because you're like 20 years old and the only thing you have is a bottle of booze and some Mountain Dew. So you mix a little Mountain Dew with that tequila and you call it a margarita, aka do-right.
Nice.
We're gonna make a little VooDoo right.
VooDoo right.
And we're gonna make it with some Monster Energy.
Ooh.
And some of my 512 because
So smooth.
Yes.
Dangerously smooth.
Dangerously smooth. And it's going to be dangerously right here for me. So, VooDoo right. Tell us about Monster Energy, because I thought it was awesome when we were talking and you're sharing the story about, what started out as almost like guerrilla marketing and an energy drink. And now you're full on heading towards a beverage takeover. Can you share with us what that's about and how it got started?
Oh man, it's like a whole whirlwind, it seems like. Kind of what I was telling you on the float the other day, Hilton and Rodney bought Hanson Beverage back in the 90s. Monster Energy was born 2002 by our amazing Mark Hall. He's great at innovating products, absolute marketing genius. And it was pretty much at the point where, we came out with the claw, right? And, some of the guys would go out to, heading out to Supercross, freestyle motocross, a lot of the dirt motorsports back in the day, giving people a sticker to put on their motorcycle helmet, gear and whatnot. Hey, this is a cool brand. I'd love for you to wear it. And it just exploded after that. It just became this cool brand. There's not like a lot of traditional advertising as you would see with other brands. And, the product's great. And it just literally elevated from there. Once people started trying it and you're like, oh my God, it's fantastic. And the brand is badass, with a whole guerrilla marketing point, not go into the, traditional methods of advertising. And yeah, we've came out with many brands. And we bought the alcohol company with Kanarchy Brands last year. We're doing a lot of innovative stuff in the future, and some of it's public knowledge, some not. So obviously I'll share the public knowledge. We're coming out with a Beast Unleashed, which is an alcoholic brand without energy, but it has alcohol, 6% alcohol in it. And it's pretty much like our core Monster flavors in a alcoholic beverage. And it's going to be pretty amazing. I haven't tried it yet, but I heard some great feedback about it. So really stoked to see that coming in. Oh my God, tomorrow's February. So yeah,
Soon.
tomorrow.
Real soon.
It's crazy. So
Holy
that's
cow.
the spiel.
I want the dirt, the stuff that's not public knowledge. That's what I want.
I can't share that.
Books are sealed. You kidding me?
So
So Kanarchy Brands is actually, got its roots right here in Tampa, Florida, and with CCB. And I remember, we got some funny CCB stories. That beer's too strong for me. I drink straight Jack, straight tequila. I can't drink beer. That stuff's potent, man. You got to watch out. It'll do a number on you.
It's funny you say that. Ryan brought Florida Man over 2 cases tonight for our dinner. get together. And I was like, drink one. I'm like, oh my God, this is good. I was like, and I told him, I think right before we were about to use, like, holy shit, this is strong. Like, what is it, 8%?
Some high octane stuff. Oh yeah, 8.5.
It's amazing. So you just need like your one and you're ready to go.
One
and then
done.
you fill up on pasta and, you know, carbs and protein. You're like, okay, I could probably have another one after this meal. But yeah, it's great. All their
You guys
brands
are living your best life over there, man. I'm a little
yeah,
jealous.
you know it.
I got to visit more often. I mean,
Hell
a chef
yeah.
over here and hospitality here. It's great.
Yep. Dream
Well,
team, baby.
I hope you put some of that voodoo seasoning on that short rib and broke out that blade and did some magic.
I have to tell you, I used the blade to chop up all the veggies yesterday. I'm like, I love this knife. It is amazing. Like,
I'm more impressed that you're doing mise en place a day in advance. I do this for a living, and I get home and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck are we doing for dinner?
That's great.
Well, see, I get very stressed out, like when I, do for company or whatever. So I'm like, I have to start way in advance and make sure everything's all like I's dotted, T's crossed, or whatever. So.
Oh my, not at this house. So Duels, I don't know if you see right underneath that VooDoo Chef logo, right in the middle of the screen, that little new addition into VooDoo Studios.
I saw it.
Absolutely amazing. I had such an amazing time, and it just put it over the edge. It was a great day, and I look forward to doing just like a ton more.
Same. Absolutely. We all had a blast, and yeah, it was an incredible experience. That's my first time being at Gasparilla on a float and being in a float in general in any parade. And it was spectacular. Just the amount of people there blew my mind. And I was telling Cynthia, like, I think the next day when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, my arm is so sore and my back is so sore from throwing beads and wristbands. I'm like, holy shit, that was a workout, man.
I had the same comment from some of our guests that were on the float. Their arms were sore like you're talking about. And I had one young lady, man, those little bands, the people who are throwing them off the float, the bracelets,
Yeah.
they didn't travel very far just because of what they were. And so someone was on the float and they kept trying to throw them, and they kept hitting one of the people walking next to the float in the back of the head. I was just like, how many do you got to get hit with in the back of the head before you realize maybe I should move?
Right. Or like, at least like you got to put an extra catapult on.
It was absolutely awesome. Now, you mentioned, Gasparilla. That's easy. Everybody in Tampa says, yeah. You mentioned the dirt motorsports. Supercross is a big thing with Monster.
Yeah.
So can you, to me, I hear Supercross and I think back to the old video game because I'm old like that. I think back to the old Excite Bike on Nintendo NES because I'm old like that. But this is like the real deal. This is stadium takeover. We're talking 30-foot dirt hills and just super extreme motocross racing. What's that like sitting there? First of all, I assume you have visited and been to these events. How insane is that?
It's probably one of my most favorite events. I was transferring some tickets to some of our salespeople today, customers, Coca-Cola partners, and they're like, oh man, I've never been. I'm really excited. Like, it's literally my most favorite event. It's crazy to see these guys like, just tweaking their cycles up in the air when they're jumping over these big burrs and hills. That's what I like to call it. It's probably not the most technical term. But it's just wild to see people going so fast and you're so close together and then taking these sharp curves. Like, I would immediately kill myself, but the skill, the talent, the athleticism it takes to be, top notch and to race in that sport is absolutely mind blowing.
It's off the chart. I mean, you see this stuff on TV and you think one thing, you're like, oh yeah, I ride a bike, I can do that now. Come down in the stadium, check this out firsthand when you're actually sideline or next to that dirt. These are incredible athletes. They're top notch.
Yeah,
it's something else to see.
It sounds when you're describing it, it sounds like I used to work the sidelines for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a couple seasons. And, you watch it on TV and you're like, yeah, this is great. You don't realize how fast the game truly is until you're on the sideline. I got to imagine the same thing based on the way you're describing this. And then it takes me to Kurt Busch and the monster car in NASCAR. He and I were talking and I'm like, dude, what is that like? I mean, I think I drive a hot rod. I drive a Challenger, and I'm like, I don't like. I drive slow as shit. I drive like a grandma. I just have a cool car. Well, I think it's cool, and I don't even like driving on the busy streets. I go to work at 5 a.m, and I'm like, thank God, because nobody's on the street. I'm talking with it. I'm like, dude, you're going 200 miles an hour. You're nosing and touching and cutting people off. That's insane. And he goes, and he told me, it's like anything else. It's when you're working with a group of professionals, whether they're on your team or not on your team, you have to trust their skill level. And it's just amplified to the top of the chart. And I'm like, still kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Monster's involvement, those cars flying by, what is that like?
So I love to be by the pits. It's
Look
like
how excited you got.
What's that?
You got so excited. You're like, yes.
I was like, yeah. So like being right by the pits, I mean, you're literally right by the track, right? Like seeing everybody, coming to pit road, have tires changed, everything of that sort, right? Well, when people are like flying by, not pulling into pit road, you're literally like looking from this corner to that one, like super fast. Pew, pew,
Oh my God.
pew. And I'm like, your head, I'm like, God, even doing that like made my damn neck hurt. But like, holy shit, I'm going dizzy because it's so fast just to see them fly by and just hear the phew, phew. I know I love like imitating different sounds, but that's the perfect sound that I could possibly make for that.
You
It's
couldn't
that
make
high
it loud
pitch.
enough. You could not make it loud enough. That's something else too.
Yeah, something like that. But it's crazy how fast they're going. That blows my mind. And if you even walk up on the track, like all the banks are slanted up like that, you feel like you're about to fall down and you're climbing up a huge hill. And when they're going that to feel that G-force, against the wall, it's just crazy how slanted those banks are.
Jules, have you ridden in the car? Have you gotten a ride along?
Yeah, I've done the pace car. I've done like the truck. Obviously, the Mustang's the best. I've did that Homestead, I think twice, like once in the car, once in the truck. The car is obviously the best, but you feel that force when you're up on that bank around the curve.
You're making me so fucking jealous right now.
I have to take you to a race one day. You can be my +1. It'll be a blast.
Oh, it would be fun. If I go around the track, though, it might have to be in like a tow truck or something. I'm a little big for those cars.
Hey, they have the truck, so like anybody can fit in there. Like Mustang, anybody can fit in there. I mean, well, if there's a will, there's a way.
I'm just teasing. I think that is so cool that you guys are involved with that and doing all that fun stuff. And it doesn't end there. I mean, you guys have your hands in everything. I was talking with you, and I'm like, the first time we talked on the phone or via text or something, I go home and I'm watching UFC, and fucking there's the Monster logo in the middle of the ring. Your logo has become so commonplace, so everyday. I'm going to say so Coca-Cola that you don't even realize it, but yet you realize it, that it's there. And that is super cool. Besides the monster sport, the motorsports and NASCAR and UFC, where else are you guys, where else can we find that logo hanging out and doing good stuff like that?
How much time you got?
I know, my God. This could be a long conversation.
No, you know what?
We're not into badminton yet.
Yeah.
But pickleball is a yes.
You know what?
No.
With the pickleball being the number one sport in America right now, it's only a matter of time, I think.
Yeah.
But we are currently not involved in pickleball.
I don't even know what pickleball is other than the name pickleball. That's all I know.
It has nothing to do with pickle, but it's, you know what? It's popular.
I like the name of it, pickleball. It's like a short form version of tennis, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like table tennis mixed with tennis.
Anything that's like not your particular standard stick and ball sport we're involved in, like action sports.
That's very cool.
Sports, racing.
Extreme is what started us.
Yeah.
So extreme sports is what we were always about. And, that's kind of what we stick to. I mean, you name it, we're probably involved in it. So.
Yeah. Music as well. We're into that music
Right.
lifestyle. I mean,
it's evident. I mean, it's right there on the wall.
yeah.
That's right.
It's a sweet guitar, man.
We're waiting for our photos from our photographer to come back, and we're waiting for some of that video capture that he took as well. I can't wait to get some of that from where we're playing up on that deck, and we've got Craig and everybody up there with us, just having a blast, because that's what it is. It's nothing more than a blast.
Agreed. Absolutely, man.
Well, I can't thank you enough because, we talked about Children's Parade wanting to celebrate the successes of the students. With Monster Energy and everybody involved, we actually got to celebrate some local chefs in the area as well by bringing them along with us. And, that's just amazing that we get to do that and celebrate all things that continue to support the mission that I live every day. And that's promoting the community through food and education. And we definitely appreciate you allowing us to be part of your team and you allowing us to celebrate those that we celebrate.
Yay.
Thank you guys too. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Big heart.
Yeah, you're throwing hearts and loves and thank yous like it's over, but we're
it's always love, man. It's always love.
Nothing but love and right back at you. But I don't know if you really believe me when I told you, but I'm starting to think you did because there's 3 all there and you're going to try to cheat. I hope you're down for a little trivia.
Oh, are you guys good at trivia?
Boy.
You're usually good. You know a lot of random things, Ryan. Yeah.
Oh,
let's try this. Let's
It's time for a little trivia. So we're going to log in some guests to play a little trivia.
She should be pretty good, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, it's all food related.
All right, Cynthia, we're relying on you. That's right.
You're up.
Pressure's on.
You're up.
Not really.
Not at all.
Not at all.
All right.
So we're gonna get some guys in here. Give us about 2 minutes to let these VooDoos check in. We're gonna come back and we're going to play some VooDoo games and see how good you guys are at some trivia. Don't go far.
Sweet.
What's going on, VooDoos? It's time for a little VooDoo throwdown. You think you can take me? Let's see it. My pilots are lit. I've got my meats. I've got my 2 3.5 ounce ground beef burgers. And, of course, on our burgers, VooDoo dust. And what we're going to do, we're going to do smash burgers. And I'm going to show you how fast it can be done. And if you think you can beat me, tag me, add me, slash me, duet me, whatever it is you do, and send it to me. Because we're about ready to go. And we're going to knock this out of the park. So time will start once the first piece of food hits the grill. And that's same for you. So, if you're going to play along, get ready to rock and roll because it is on. Like your pilots, grab your knees, VooDoo like we do. All right, here we go. Get ready, homies. Oh, look at that first patty. Don't forget to season that bad boy. What? All right. Bun ready to come off. Lettuce on the bottom of the bun. Top bun, get ready to hold. Guys, it is coming. We're almost ready to flip this bad boy. Look at that. Now, smash burger, no cheating. Cooked all the way through. Still juicy, no crispy edges, gotta be cooked, gotta be moist, still a double hand drip. All right, rocking and rolling. Your patties better look as good as mine, homie. Season both sides, no cheating. No cheating. You know, my friend Doc Barbecue says, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. No cheating. Here we go. Onions. Tomato. Oh, these yummy pickles. I love pickles. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. Fight me.
Now, Cynthia, I see you back there saying, I could do it faster than that. I read your lips in the green room. I saw you. You're like, I think I could take them.
She would have started yesterday.
Yeah, no. Get it off
Am I right?
I'm a much better film editor than I am burger cook. If you only knew how many splices were in that tape, it's time for a little VooDoo Games, and we've got one of our Voodies out there who apparently is a huge fan and has a crush on Knick Knack Paddywhack Chef Patrick Cards. Let's bring Dane into the podcast here. Dane, what's going on, brother?
How's it going, brother?
What's happening?
We're ready to rock and roll, and I can't wait to see your video where you fight me. I'm waiting for it, and I don't know what this is about, but I hope that we don't have any cheating going on in tonight's trivia. All right, so Duels, you and crew are new, so I'm going to go over the rules very quickly with you. Trivia is very easy. Chef Patrick will read a question. If you think you know the answer, you simply shout out your own name. Not the answer. You shout out your name. So maybe collectively you guys could just shout out monster. Whomever Patrick hears first, he will call on them. If they get the answer correct, they receive a point. The person with the most points at the end of the game wins. There's no penalties for a wrong answer. And if someone does answer wrong, everyone else can then shout out their name and try to get the correct answer. Understood?
Got it.
Again, the person with the most points at the end of the game will be declared the winner. And the winner of tonight's trivia will have the opportunity to have their name entered into a drawing where they could be considered, if selected, to win a prize that could be named at a later date. So I hope you're excited.
Yay!
All right. Patrick, I will turn it over to you. If you will please let us know how many questions and what the category is.
Absolutely. So for tonight, we have 10 questions, and the topic and category for tonight's trivia is movie quotes.
You son of a gun.
You're welcome. So hopefully you guys have seen a decent amount of movies.
Why could you not have said pointless 80s TV?
Thank you.
Right, that's
All right. So it's going to be pretty simple here. I'm just going to read out a quote, and then you guys just have to tell me the name of the movie. And no, I will not be doing it like you would hear it in the movie. I'm not trying to be an actor and all that kind of stuff. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dane said he no longer loves you.
All right. So question number one, or quote number one. You can't handle the truth.
Monster.
VooDoo.
A few good men.
A few good men. And there we go. Just like that. All right. Question number two. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. VooDoo.
That would be Airplane.
Wow.
Oh my
Correct.
God, this is so fast.
Are you serious?
I might have to change some of these questions. What the hell?
You serious, Clark? Name that one.
All right, number three. I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. What the hell's going on here?
Got it.
This is not normal, believe me.
It's really not. Wait.
It's really not normal at all.
Wait, I haven't had anything tonight.
All right. Question number 4. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Monster.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future is correct.
Yay, good job, guys.
There we go. All right.
I heard ROSE, and I was going to answer Titanic.
All right. Question number 5. What we've got here is failure to communicate.
VooDoo.
VooDoo. That's your turn to talk.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say Guns N' Roses, November Rain or whatever song it was.
That's not correct. It's coming from a movie, but okay.
Yes, I know.
Okay, cool.
Yes, failure to communicate.
Uh-huh.
From a goddamn song.
Seems so generic.
Yeah, it's very generic.
Yeah.
Free guesses. No one.
Nothing anywhere. Okay. All right. So the correct answer was Cool Hand Luke.
Starring Paul Newman.
I haven't seen that one.
And the song is Civil War by Guns N' Roses. I only know that because I'm reading the chat room.
I was going to say, it helps when you read the comments. I see those too. All right. So at the end of question 5, I got a 3 points VooDoo and 1 point Monster.
Oh, he's saying there's a chance.
Yeah, for Dane, yeah, plenty of time.
Oh, Dane, I'm over here.
Hey, I know. It's just. All right. Question number 6. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
What was the first word you said?
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Man, I'm not good at this.
No.
Oh, man.
No, I know that one.
Well, they're too hard, Pat. You must have gone into the 90s.
Sorry. All right. Okay. So the answer to that one was Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Loving Bob.
Oh my God, that's such a great movie.
I've never
That's Woody Allen. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it.
All right, you're gonna have to give me a list
I'll
of
have
these
to
cool
watch that.
movies.
All right. Question number 7. Hopefully this will be an easier one here. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. VooDoo.
Oh, wow, he's quick.
Godfather.
Godfather, correct.
Never seen it.
2.
Wow. Okay.
2? Wow. Okay,
That
we need
is
to watch like this whole series
I've
of
seen
this.
it.
All right, we're binge watching this
Yeah.
stuff this weekend.
It's so serious. It's a movie.
Thanks, man.
All right. Question number 8.
All right.
Say hello to my little friend.
VooDoo.
Monster.
Scarface.
Scarface.
Never saw it.
What? You never
Wait,
saw it?
what?
I've never seen any of the Godfather
You
movies.
just heard the quotes, huh?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
All right. We got
You
two.
know,
Got,
I said damn earlier today. You know, in that same vein, I don't know what it was that made me say it. Something just happened, and I was like, damn. I don't know.
That expression.
Don't my hero, Pat.
oh, your microphone does work. Okay, cool.
Wow.
I started to think something's wrong on your end there. I haven't heard anything.
He's texting you privately.
All right. We had 2 questions left. I'll skip the score update for now.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Question number 9. To infinity and beyond.
Monster.
VooDoo.
Buzz Lightyear.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Oh.
Toy Story.
You know what? They had to make a Buzz
And
Lightyear
then
say it too,
they
right?
did. Oh, yes. they
Touche.
did.
Nice play.
All right. Last question. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Oh.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
I say that a lot in the classroom, too. Please don't pay any attention to the man behind the curtain.
Wow. All right.
Hey, and you know, what an apropos question. And just so you know, I'm going to forego entering my name into the drawing where it could be selected to have the opportunity to win a prize that could be named at a later date. I'm going to go ahead and give that to Dane to try to win back a little love. But the man behind the curtain this past weekend was definitely Monster Energy. And I am so excited that we have gotten to meet, that we got to party like monsters down the parade route, and that everybody just had a blast.
Yep.
I cannot thank you guys enough. Cannot.
Same here. A million thank yous, dude. Just like when I texted you, I think after the parade, I was like, I can't express like my gratitude enough. I mean, it's 1,000 thank yous of how many.
And I'm going to say right back at you. And I can't wait. I believe we're going to see you on the 4th Tuesday in our private live streams. I hope we get to see you there. We're going to send you those invites. And until then, let's party like monsters, and we'll do it again.
Yes, get shit done.
Let's party like monsters, VooDoos.
Thanks a lot.